Well, a health fact you may not know. Hepatitis causes over 1 million deaths annually, and that's mostly from hepatitis B and C. World Hepatitis Day was just yesterday, and there's a new goal to cut down on infections by 90%. Dr. Srishti Sharma is here with UCSF Health. Doctor, welcome. What is hepatitis? How common is it?
Hepatitis essentially means inflammation of your liver. It can be caused by many things. Viruses, like you mentioned, is one of the big ones. But also, use of abuse of alcohol or certain medications, autoimmune diseases, all of them. Anything that causes inflammation of the liver is hepatitis. How common is it? You mentioned large numbers. Hepatitis B and C together account for over 4 million infections every year in the United States alone.
What is B and C as opposed to any other hepatitis?
All of them refer to the different types of viruses that cause these hepatitis. Hepatitis A, B, and C are the ones that we are most concerned about in the US. A is something that is caused from contamination of food and water. B and C is usually related to body fluids and blood. D and E, again, different types of viruses, but not very common in the US. So we're mostly concerned with B, C, and a little bit of A.
Is it possible you have it and don't know it? What would be a symptom that I might have that say, oh man, you need to get checked out right now?
Yeah, that is the most concerning part about hepatitis. It is a silent disease for a very long time. You could get the infection and have no symptoms at all for years at a time, while it's slowly damaging, your liver, causing things like cirrhosis or liver cancer. Now, when you actually get the virus, you could have like simple flu-like symptoms, body aches, headaches, fever. Sometimes you could get jaundice, but it could be a simple viral infection. But over long term, it can cause damage to the liver, cause cirrhosis, cause liver cancer, jaundice. It can get very serious very quickly once it's at that stage.
Are there short or long-term effects of it? And if I go in for my annual physical and I get blood work done, would that show up in my blood work?
Yes, and that's the encouraging part, right? Because these diseases are so silent. Like I said, in short term, it could cause very simple viral-like infections. In longer term, it can cause very serious conditions. So, which is why the best way to actually look for these hepatitis is by doing blood tests. Now, hepatitis C is something that is screened for in almost all adults in the US. There's a simple blood test. And in fact, all the clinics, including Sacramento County, offers free tests to screen for hepatitis C. As far as hepatitis B is concerned, everybody who's born has an option to get vaccines that is related to hepatitis B. So rather than screening, we are actually preventing. So all babies are offered hepatitis A and B vaccinations. And then as you grow older, depending on your risk factors, you're also offered additional vaccines.
All right. Dr. Srishti Sharma, a lot of things we don't know about hepatitis, so hopefully some folks have picked up a tip or two today. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that.